Okay. Yeah, so nice and relaxed as well. So first one we're going to be doing still inhale through your nose. So an inhale, so it's a long inhale through your nose, then a short ha sound out. Okay. So when you're ready, so long inhale. That's it. I'll just put everybody on mute as well, so that everyone hears me. Great. Inhale. Half sound. So you're kind of forcing it out almost. Good. Again, you can close your eyes as well. Do a couple more. Okay. And relax there, so if you need to take a drink. So now we're going to do a short inhale and then a long half sound out. So it's that kind of sound. So again, it's forcing out whatever you've got left. It maybe feel like you might need to take a breath in and out in between as well, just to kind of catch your breath if it gets too much. Good. Few more. Okay. And relax there. Okay, yeah, again taking a wee drink, just get your focus on nice deep breathing. So I think that's probably the hardest with breathing you should be feeling today. So we're going to do for mobility, it should be nice and breathe through, nice relax and breathing throughout, and try and relax the muscles in the body so that you can help lengthen those muscles out. Okay, so I'll just adjust. Oops. Push this back a little bit. Okay, and as it says, I'll rearrange the furniture and the camera angle just to make sure that you see everything. I want you to float. So warming up, it's going to be seated or standing. So if you're not feeling your best today, maybe stay seated. If you've got a bit more energy, or you're feeling okay to do a little more, then do the standing options. Alright, so first exercise is it's going to be some gentle shoulder rolls, or advanced, you can do some big arm circles, but if you do feel a bit dizzy, just bring the arm circles just a little bit lower. Then we'll just do some like body weight squats just to kind of warm up through the hips, And then a new one is going to be some windmills here. But if you feel it's too much, then torso rotations are fine. Okay, so first exercise 20, working and nice gentle shoulder rolls, so seated or standing. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So shoulder rolls, or if you can, a little bit bigger. It's up to you, whatever you find works best for you. So 10 seconds forwards and then 10 seconds back. So try and get a good rotation through the shoulders. And relax there so that the arms float to the side. So next is going to be your squats again. So this can be done with a bit of support. So you've got your squats here. Again, just go in your own pace, or you've got freestanding. Here. So ready, off we go. So find if your heels come up off the floor, you might want to hold on so that your head and chest is up. Again, just having it at your own comfortable range. 5 more seconds. And rest there. Okay, 15 seconds recovery, nice deep breathing. So we've got some windmills, so opposite hand to the opposite knee, or if you can, a little bit lower. If you feel that's too dizzy, you can do some torso rotations. Ready, off we go. So you're pushing the bottom back with this one, feel that little bend in the knees, feel that stretch through the torso, and again this can be done on the chair here as well. And relax there. Okay, so 45 working, 15 seconds recovery. So I'll show you the standing and chair option first, then I'll come onto the floor, and then I'll probably turn that around and do the floor option first, just because it's less time in between. Okay, so if you don't have mats, there's always cushions as well for the floor, especially if you've got a hard floor. Just push that chair back, leave it. Okay. The first one, so standing, is open and closing the chest. So your hands are going to be in front, and then you're going to open up your chest, squeeze the centre of your back, and then round. So this could be done standing. So we're just demonstrating just now. And then on the floor option. So anyone on the floor, I'll just show you. Anyway, it's cat-cow. So knees underneath your hips and hands underneath your shoulders. So you're going to round your back and then stick your head up and tailbone under. So round and then up. Okay, so this is great for the pelvis as well. Okay, so that's your 3 options. So remember, if you're on the floor, you're staying on the floor, you're not coming up. Alright? Okay, so mostly on the floor or seated. Right, so 45 seconds, we'll go in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So I'll just show you this option here, and then round your back, chin to chest. So trying to make it as big as you can. So exhale when you're closing your chest, and then inhale when you're opening the chest. As long as you're breathing, don't worry about too much. So another 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Okay, so next one is knee rolls. Okay, or on your just show it on your back. So imagine I'm lying down, you're just going to do some knee rolls side to side. Okay, so ready? Oh, just as a bit of an effort for me to go on the floor. And 3, so 2, 1, off we go. So this next 2 is going to be on your back. So you've got standing or seated rolls with the knees and a little bit in the ankles. So we've got 15 more seconds. So yep, good. That's it. So you've got options here on the floor. So kind of moving side to side. Just make sure you push your back, especially your shoulders, to the floor. The lower back's going to come up. And rest there. Okay, so the ones that are on the floor, stay on the floor. So tilts, pelvic tilts. So your tailbone under and then tailbone out. So you're staying lying down, tailbone under and then tailbone out. Okay, so now this is a seated option. Okay, good for the core. So ready in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Tailbone under. So you're trying to move the pelvis under and tucked under and then tucked away. It's probably still pushing up the chest if you're doing that seated option. So keep that going. We've got another 15 seconds. So it is a really small movement, okay? So it's not a big movement. So great if you've got any lower back issues. Last 3, 2, and 1, rest there. So now gentle recovery. So now we're going to move on to the upper body. So we've got upper body clams here. So open and closing of the chest. Again, so if you're on the floor, just stick your hands up in front of your chest and then you pop on one side down and then bring it into centre and then the other side bring it to centre. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So I'm doing this seated, but if you're lying in the flat just like Patricia's doing just now, unless you've got a dog licking your face, you can do this seated or on the floor. I do find it takes the pressure off your shoulders if you're lying flat. So another 10 more seconds. Okay, and rest there. Okay, so the next is going to be lateral. So you've got kind of leg swings. Okay, so you can either just open and close it. If you want to do more of a standing option, you can. You are going to be more seated for this one. So you're going to do internal, external rotations. So it's tapping the knee into the centre and then pulling it back. Alright, off we go when you're ready. You see me okay? Horrible table. So that's this option here. Or you've just got leg swings. The little swings in the legs if you're doing that. Remember, pretend it's my arm, my leg. Swings. Hold on for it if you're struggling with balance. So it's more in, out, in, out. You see that okay? That's it. Last 5 seconds. And and relax there. Okay, so either seated or standing. Notice some of you come up off the floor. So come onto the chair, or lying on your back. You've got, let's go for what, I'm going to change this actually. Let's go for wall angels. So lying on against the floor or against the wall or sitting on the chair. You reach up in front. So pretend I'm lying on my back. If you're lying on your back. So really stretch. So reach up as high as you can and then you're pulling the elbows down. So think of snow angels. So you can make it a little bit bigger if you want, or keeping the arm bent. So we have got 10 more seconds. And rest there. Okay, so that's all the exercises for round 1. How are we all feeling? Yep, okay. So yeah, it is, some of you, sometimes you might not feel it flows as much as you're trying to get used to the exercise. But hopefully I'll be able to explain them okay. So we'll do a second round of each. But this time we've got 2 options. So you can either have 60 seconds working time or with the same 15 seconds, so it's advancing that a little 15 more seconds, or you can stick with what you've just done, which is 45 working, and it was more about 20 seconds in between the time we got into the exercise. So option 1, 60 or 45 and 15, or option 2 is 45 seconds. So I think we're half and half. Wait, 1, 2. No, I can't write because there's 7 of me. So 2, 1. Right. 1, I think it is. So that was 60 seconds. Right, but usual if you need that extra time. So pretend like, for example, if you're doing on demand, they have 60 seconds. So just take your time moving into the next exercise, or stop when you feel it's enough. So exact same kind of exercises. What I'll do is I'll change the order just because I felt some of them were coming up and off the floor. So what we'll do is the cat cow first on the floor options. Then we'll do the internal external rotation with the knees. Then everything else is going to be lying on your back. And I feel like that'll flow a bit better rather than getting up and off. Again, if you're not coming on the floor, seated or standing, don't come onto the floor if you feel it's too much at this stage. There will be more mobility classes to try it on the floor later on. Alright? Sound okay for everyone? Cool. I'm not as agile as well. So, okay. So we've got the open and closing of the chest. So imagine I'm sitting on the chair, or you can do this standing. So maybe we'll just round that back and then open up the chest. Just really gets into the shoulders and that, into the front and the back of the body. And then, you've got the cat cow option here. Okay. So 60 seconds, so it's a bit longer, so just nice, so you can get into a bit more nice deep breathing. So 10 seconds and then we'll get going. And off we go. So it's round in the back, till going under. Okay, so inhale as you open up the chest, exhale as you're folding. Alright, so we're gonna 20 more seconds. Just nice and slow and controlled. 10 more seconds. And then we're going into your lower body. So rest there. So coming into seated is the internal, external rotations. So one comes in, resets, and comes out. Oh, you've got the knee rolls on the chair. Alright, so you've got those knee rolls on the chair. And oh sorry, hip abductors and adductors, sorry, the leg swings. Okay, or seated and standing. So off we go when you're ready. So helps that open up the hips. So if you're on the chair, kind of like swing the legs, or we can go in and out like this. So we have got another 15 more seconds. That's it. If you can push a little deeper into and increase your range, you can do so. Nice deep breathing. Remember, stop at any point and rest there. Okay, so lying on your back for the remainder ones if you're on the floor, or the seated options is those knee rolls. Okay, or if you're lying on your back, you're moving from side to side. Okay, so both knees are going one side and then both knees are going to the other side. Okay, off we go when you're ready. So that's it, move it over and across. Again, just take your time with it as well. If you start to feel it's too much on your lower back, don't go all the way over to the other side. Do your own range of movement. Seated is a bit more easier to control. Obviously gravity is pulling you down to the floor. You get a good glute stretch. So that's us coming up for halfway. Fifteen more seconds. Then we'll move on to some upper body. That's it. And both sides, swing inside, or you can get leg up, a bit more dynamic. Rest there. Okay, just having your feet flat on the floor, your hands out in front, and then we're going to do upper body clams. So into the centre, and then pull it over. So get ready, and 3, 2, 1, off we go. So your hands in front of your chest, and then your tap out wide, and then bring it to the centre. Always have just a little bend in the elbows. Look a little bit further round if you're doing this on the chair option. So halfway. So remember, you can just breathe. So breathe out, breathe in. 10 more seconds. Help open up through the shoulders. That's 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Next one's your pelvic tilt, so lying flat again, have your hands by your side or on your hips, tailbone under, and then tailbone pulled out. Alright, so small movement, helps, good for your pelvic floor, good for core, even for me. It's a great prenatal exercise as well. So that small movement, again, so breathe out with your tailbones under. Just depends on your range of movement, how big, small your. Okay, so that's us halfway. $15 more seconds. And last 5, and then we'll move on to the last exercise, which is your wall angels or floor angels. Okay, rest there. So next is those here. So you really use your chair. If you've got sitting on the chair or wall, or again the floor. So nice, reach out nice and high and tall and long, and then squeeze it down. So I find it gets into the lats a bit more if you bend, but options, you can have your arms a bit more straight. Okay, off we go. So keeping it on the floor as much as you can if you're on the floor. So it helps open up through the back. Again, just slow and controlled. Get it lengthen up. Facing your hands towards me as well. So you don't want to have them clasped together. So try and keep the back of the hands as down as much as you can. That's us halfway. Again, so you can breathe out and then breathe in as you're coming up. So we have got another 10 more seconds, and then we're going to move on to some relaxation. So you're either going to sit nice and comfortably on your chair or just lie flat on the floor. Okay, and relax there. So I want you to just, if you're on the floor, just straighten out let every single muscle in the body just sink into the floor. If you're on, so you can straighten them out. So on everything where you can. If you are seated, again, just use the support of your chair, just to kind of lie back. And I'm just going to switch off me, and I'll come back. And so I just really want you to just relax and switch off your mind to help relax your muscles. Okay, 2 minutes.